Hello, welcome to this horrifying session.
Welcome
Where
to Chapter 5, Act 3. All
Where-
of you are approaching the end.
ponies die.
Ponies are dying.
Yeah.
It's been a while, but does anyone remember what happened last time before we focus on the future? I'll give you a clue, it started with maze. A maze.
Oh yeah. Raphael and Bollard went screaming through the abyss thing and then found the portal to home and then fixed the world, right?
That was one thing that happened.
Yeah. So they patched a hole.
And
We got loots.
and then we sent elf woman to go get the arm, and then we didn't hear from her, and then we went to check up on her, and she had been swallowed by a leviathan.
Yeah,
Yep,
she got
Leviathan
raped
had
by
been
a
keeping her alive, and well, we found him, met him, managed to actually talk him into helping us by showing him that Bollock could take a single head from him. So he will take care of one of the places we're going to be, well, that our people are going to be attacking, which is great.
That was great, just single-handedly. So that increases our force's strength.
I can concentrate on two places and us.
Yeah. And then the brass dragon gave us money. Well, kind of. He kind of told us where to find it. We found it and built a mega ship.
Mm-hmm. As you've met the ghost of the brass dragon.
Yeah.
Boo! Fitting.
He was very
Oh
sad.
yeah, you ended up somewhere else.
Yeah,
You went through
that was
the portal.
fixing the hole in the world.
So, your characters since then have had a few months to prepare themselves. The ship has been under construction. Research has been underway. You have been either training, spending time with those who you may not see after their suicide mission. Whatever else you might have been doing.
Working.
Yeah, basically.
Laurel doesn't say goodbye.
Partying.
Yeah.
Whatever you might have been doing, the time is now up. The hour is here, and you're soon to begin everything. The armies are gathering. Your forces are growing. Are you truly prepared for what's about to happen?
No.
No, not at all.
But
Not
this is-
slightly.
This is what we have to do, and now it's the time to do it, so... Fuck everything, let's do it.
Everyone knows what's at stake. Many of the Imperial people will die. Men and
Yes.
women.
Yes.
They
This
die
is-
so the eternity of generations can live.
It is. It is. It is a... We need to stop this, you know? We can't allow her to come back. We stopped her this generation, but we can't guarantee that the future generations will be as lucky.
She's just waiting us out here,
Yeah.
sieging us.
We need to break the siege.
Maybe weaker, yeah. We need to do a sortie.
Yes, and never before have we been so equipped to do it.
No.
We're now- That was the Emperor's mistake. He tried to do it himself, but we are bringing to bear everyone and everything. So hopefully, with our logic and the gambit, it will spread enough of her attentions everywhere, and she can't bring all of her force to bear on one point, because that will leave her completely vulnerable on all the others.
Also, perhaps it's going to be somewhat a surprise.
No, let's hope.
As the armies gather ready to begin the finale. Do any of you have any speeches you want to give? Any words you want to give to the people who are willing to sacrifice their lives for this cause?
Let's fuck her up.
Rolda gives a speech, but Laurel keeps his damn mouth shut.
Yeah.
Rolda!
I imagine the former Empress in Rolda indeed she's probably good at like these imperialistic
He
invasion
didn't mean
speeches.
that Irolda, he meant his
He-
Irolda.
He meant his Erolda, not
Apprentice,
ex-Empress.
damn it! Why
You
do
don't,
you
you're not the only one who has an Irolda here.
But my Irolda is the
people
best
after
Irolda.
royalty?
Everyone has an Irolda.
Yeah, it's named after royalty, but I have no royalty.
But she's very charismatic, and she'll certainly tell these the Wolfenbach people that they're doing well, and that look at what they have made. I mean, come on. They're probably doing this like at the Grand Hall inside of the great, like plane jumping ship, and just I mean that's really the I mean look at this. This is ridiculous. And
Did we name the ship, by the way?
I have taken the liberty of doing so. It can be changed, but I liked Anathema.
Anathema.
Sure.
I think it's very apt for its purpose.
That's why I currently have the system registered as.
Yeah.
My would be like the Emperor's Fist or the Emperor's Hammer or something like that, but Anathema certainly works as well.
Most certainly as well, William will of course give a speech to the populace with ex-Empress Irolda at his side to inspire this final movement, giving out to of course all over the fact that this is the mission beyond all missions. Everyone must fight their best in the coming days to fight something which they've never been able to fight before. For not only themselves, not their children, but their children's children, and their children are beyond that.
Do we have
That's it.
something? Sorry.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
No. You finished.
I was actually about to say, his speech is short, but it rings out quite well over the people. Slightly, for someone you think still almost surprised that someone who still looks as much a child as he does is so inspiring to everyone.
Yeah. I also imagine that all the different, like, basically every baron, every duke, every count is here. I imagine they also would have speeches for their levies and their households
Yes.
and
They
whatnot.
The ice
Many-
giants are here too.
yes.
Like
I think
besties.
there are many kinds of forces here, all gathering, either in the capital or in their relevant locations nearby, ready to start.
Yeah, I think we had like I think we had 3 portals, but I think we only really need 2 because we only need to attack 2 places.
Unfortunately, since no one really has too much an idea what you're going into, it's very difficult to get a precise landing spot, but let's see what they can do.
I've briefed my Volsenbracks. They don't need another speech.
They certainly know what they're going into. We have some of them here. Like we have
You just do the shoulder punch.
like a group
Yeah.
of these dudes.
Should we have that campaign that has everything assembled, right?
Yeah, but that's ridiculously huge. Well,
There we go. You can have mine as well.
Gather your forces.
Hang on.
Sure.
Let me open another map tool.
But of course, I believe Zoe wants to say something as well.
Oh, who's the girls?
That's some of Artemis's friends.
Oh my. Are
Yeah.
they dragons?
No, they're not dragons.
They still look cute though. Anyway, Zoe will tell the group that she wants to meet with them.
Alright.
Is that your... Why is there burnfly swarm?
But I made some of those. Yeah. They're real cheap, but they can be damn effective.
Okay, sure.
They're like
They're real shit. but it's really cool when Laurel releases them by standing on top of the big tower, spreading his arms out, and then like hordes of flaming cinders just spread out behind him. That's just a cool image. We had to make them. They cost.
It's true,
They're
yeah.
they're so cheap and so crappy.
Do you have Sasavin Dark?
On one of my maps, one sec.
Oh, it looked pretty cool when we had them all gathered, but
Have you
it
got the-
also was impossible to scroll because everything just
You
had
got the
like
dragons as
hundreds
well.
of tokens.
hang on. I have the map loaded in another copy of map tool, and I'm gonna take a picture of it.
Oh, that works better than this. Just delete these guys. Probably not.
Oh, I don't think it has everything. I think it was just my cohort and squadron,
Oh.
or not cohort, but like my
That's
leadership stuff.
Yeah.
No, that looks stupid. Now I'm just gonna be annoyed by that.
Move these guys over here.
The 2 dragons, Doc, if you have them anywhere.
See, do I
I'm sure
have
you
them
have
loaded?
them, but I don't know where.
I don't know if
You had an image from my cohort right there.
Yes, technically.
Put down here as well. Just to see you made.
It's her original picture, which we used so long ago.
This.
Yeah.
That's a picture of all the men under my direct command.
It is a big picture.
I don't see it.
Whoa.
It's in Skype.
Oh,
That's a vast amount of people, man.
Jake. Don't mess with ballers.
That's not even all of the Volson.
oh, that's just a tiny fraction.
Yeah, that's just the men that I personally have like hired and carried around with
There's
me.
like the thing is we couldn't really use that here because we had more.
That's all that's on my map. That's
like-
just the stuff that I made.
Yeah, in the collected one, we'd have like 1,000 tokens or more so.
I feel so puny. I
I
only
have
brought some
mean,
Well,
they're
this
not-
is
they're
also
not-
what we dedicated pretty much all of our money to over the last 2 years.
Yeah, I am going to say now before we go through this, the Volzenbrax forces have made a huge change when I was calculating war score here.
Yeah.
It went through the roof
That's
as I started going through their stuff.
I will
Well,
add,
you
I have,
earned. I mean, your Volzenbrax earned so much money, so they can afford it, basically.
The Volzenbrax don't really earn a lot of money. Manikai earns a ton of money.
That is certainly true.
The Volzenbrax
They
are
earn
kind of
good
just
money,
they're
but
like
in the form of-
yeah, they're just like kind of self-sufficient, really.
You know?
I will add that was it my church or was it my hospital who has given doctors to the Wolzenbrax? No.
It'd be both of donated forces to the Volzenbrax cause, actually.
Cool.
I hope the little.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we're okay with donations.
I mean,
Sort of
Artemis
for
is
personal forces. I mean, sure. But
Artemis is
generally
bringing a
just
small force.
put them on the.
Oh my God! Let's bring Nurse.
Put
We
him on
haven't
the
used her in
ship.
a long time. I have Nurse somewhere.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm
our
bringing
dragon
dragons, so. And I'm
Oh,
bringing.
look at them.
Are they going? I didn't think they
Yes.
were going.
Oh,
Yeah,
Organelle, look at him. He's
Oh,
laughing.
that
He's
is
like,
actually-
ha ha.
Yeah, he's like, fuck you.
There is also the two silver dragons will also end up showing up. The two silver dragons will also end up showing up with probably about a dozen smaller dragons as well.
Yeah.
Hey, have a flight.
And
We bred in all this time.
and Artemis is bringing like 150 odd people as well. Not massively strong, but they'll do.
Raphael brings the blades, which is a weird collection of heroes and adventurers and all matter of like scum and villainy he has recruited over the years.
Well,
It's
I
an
have-
eclectic group. He doesn't have like proper
You
force.
could put them on Storm Queen and like ride that with
I am.
because I imagine the 6 airships will be around
Yes.
the main one.
The main contribution force-wise Raphael brings, except himself, is that he brings his old master Isadora and her corsairs, and they are not to be messed with. They are pretty fucking awesome,
I can't find Nurse. I'm sorry.
and they are expert at ship to ship and like ship invasion and ship raiding and stuff like that. That's what they do.
The whole bottom floor of the airship's actually open so that you can. So it's supposed to be like a drop deck, basically.
Just
Pretty cool.
Just think that you can see a lot of nurses and doctors.
I mean, they don't really
the-
line up as military units.
I've
Wait, did
lost
you-
Nurse token.
Wait,
We
wait
have
a second.
have-
I've got a present for you, Time.
You have
we
Nurse.
we
There
have
she is.
we have like an acolyte with every unit, you know.
I think the reason that we did the drop decks right was for the golems, yeah.
Let me just check out
We were initially going to put a golem on every airship and just have it so that if an airship was above when we really needed it, we could just like press a button and the golem would drop down and start fucking shit up.
because that's cool. 2 of the
Just like-
airships right now, Deliverance and Maelstrom, have drop golem iron archers, and we have 10 iron golem iron archers on the capital ship.
And Sylvina's ship, by the way. She has
Yes.
not informed me exactly what it is, but she says she has got her own equivalent golem surprise.
Sure,
Put it on.
it's like a flesh warp, something like that. The Garth golem.
For if it's required, she has made something with just for an emergency.
Sure. Lizrana has probably bought like
Lesrana has been
statue of
sponsoring.
gold.
She has a statue of gold. She also went ahead and purchased a lot more of the expensive military equipment that's been required.
It's important to remember that these that the airships also already come with all the functional crew. So you can put whoever you need on it, and it will still do well.
For example, one of the things that Lesrana has done with coercing some of the other nobles is every single soldier has minimum of masterwork weapons. Armor.
Pretty cool.
We have a guy producing that as well.
She's paid out. She's paid out with possibly coercing the other nobility to do it as well.
Battlefield looters are gonna have a field day.
Oh yeah.
Allying with the Lannisters was the best thing we ever did.
Yeah, it really was.
He's been helping a lot with making money. All she wanted in return was respect.
We still only have 12 spellbreakers, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
They were damn expensive.
Did you say how much was it? 3,000 or 12,000, like per? Whatever. What was
16,
it like?
I think, something like that.
16. I can afford to hire like one from the crew.
I think at this point it's not really about affording to hire people. I think the people who can fight in the Empire are gonna be here.
For anyone who's a film familiar with like EU4, you're at your manpower limit is the issue.
Like it's not. We don't need more money. We need more people.
You're running out of people willing to fight.
Mercenaries and stuff. I mean, they are sent in there. If they say no, they're sent in there. Like there's not really a. It's a bit rough, but there's not really much of a question here. You're going, and that gate is shutting behind you. So. So make it count. I bet we have like halfling dog riders and all sorts of weird shit. Whatever we can get, really.
Yeah, it is literally everyone.
And like a million,
Yeah,
millions of like spearmen.
It's like go to the prisons. It's amnesty if you fight in the war.
Like, how about the orcs? I mean, how much money do you need to fight in the war?
You can take the black, basically. And
how many trolls do we need? Like, how many can we get, basically?
Yeah. Yeah, bringing everyone.
I have these guys from my what's it called? My leadership group. I have them set it out and everything.
I've looked through the stats, I believe, in the past.
The whole reason,
like,
all
this.
for a lot of, I mean, like we've done so many things in a way so to not have the realm go in civil war, so that we could do this, I suppose, and send everyone into a planner.
Because if they went into civil war, you'd have far less troops.
Yeah. Now we have the full force of Elend, all the high duchies and anyway. Elves can help too.
I believe if we continue on, Tina wanted to say something to all of you before we continue into the abyss.
All right.
Yay, that's the way to say it, Dark. Let's all go to the abyss.
We've been in the abyss.
It wasn't that bad.
It's pretty bad.
It was pretty bad, yeah. Yeah, so we will ask the group to come with her in private. Because she has something she wants to say to you all.
Hold on, guys. All right.
Switch off. Click.
Ballard, would you want to join too?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Aaron's like, what is it?
It's like before we even board the ship, yeah?
Yeah.
It's all before the ship's being boarded.
So he puts her hands together. Say, I've made this prayer for us. Delendria, hear my prayer. Protect these people. Guide them to victory. Keep them strong if fear overcomes. Keep them healthy if I fail. Blessed attendant, watch over the love of my life. Whisper to him that I fight to hold him once again. But should the worst come to pass, grant me forgiveness. And she shines really brightly. Then looks to the group and smiles. I hope we all come out of this alive to talk after this again.
Yes. It is quite the thing we're going to be doing.
Raphael grins.
What?
Oh, we'll make it. I am sure of it. No, let's kill the bitch, huh?
Yay!
That is indeed our goal, I suppose.
It is.
After this, nothing will be the same. Although I suppose that can be said for every fight we've had.
Are you still gonna stay in her plane?
Yes. That is the plan. I don't know how it's going to work exactly, but I'm sure I can find out. Although I don't think it's going to be an immediate thing. We still have the Emperor to deal with before any long-term things can be set in motion.
Let's kill one half-god at a time, shall we?
Yes. Remember to have the locket around when she...
He pokes his, his shirt where the locket hangs underneath. Well, I am ready when you are.
In that case, soon after, a behemoth of a machine will begin to fly towards you on the horizon. Ready to, well, really begin all of this.
I can give you all a hero's feast if you want.
I don't eat.
Neither.
I think it's only fitting that you, Malachi, give out a description of what everyone sees.
Sure, can you, put the picture down here or something?
Yes.
I like the picture. It's very hard to find, actually.
Oh, also, Wilfred from chat asked if we have the bomb kobolds.
Of course.
The ones that make gunpowder. Yeah, of course.
Yes, you do. They are actually on the unit roster.
Oh,
There's like
tiny
a
little-
cannon. There's like a cannon here.
Yes.
Yeah, just a little.
I will show you the unit roster I constructed in a minute. First.
Yes. Let me try to describe what we have constructed here. So this is no ordinary airship. It is titanic in size. That is the size of a guy. A little spot there. Compared to this, and well, the airship from the outside looks like a sort of a very flat, elongated platform almost, with like a railing at the bottom. It has a lot of ballistae on it, but primarily it's actually open and has sort of hatches and such in the floor where you can go into drop rooms. The boarding deck, basically the lowest part here, is plated with mithril as the whole thing, and it is supposed to be used for boarding parties. You can stand there and fight whatever comes. You can fly in and out of the ship, and then you would then move up into the actual ship, which is in what would traditionally be the balloon. This thing is so huge, though, that it has, well, almost the entirety of the actual ship inside of it. There are 3 head decks, which each are sort of cut into 3 sub-decks, meaning there's 9 decks in total. Most of the important things are in the core, sort of in the middle of this, to be most protected. And, well, as you can see, it's plated with mithril and cold iron, so that it can ram something at full speed, if need be. Helm is here in the front, where most of us, some of us, I imagine, would be. Inside there's the core. There's everything. It flies almost without sound, except for the cool soundtrack playing in everyone's head. And aboard are...
Broadcasted across the whole thing by a small part of Laurel's consciousness.
And,
like-
and you know...
It's broadcast. She blinded me with science.
And, well, it glitters sort of the dark, steely look of cold iron and the silvery mithril as it moves. Sort of light shining out from inside the multitude of decks with many weapons and people. Around it, there'll be smaller airships. I suppose a small airship would be like sort of this size, flying around it. There'll be 6 of those to sort of act as fighters or frigates or some such, to keep it to be clear.
Like that.
Yeah. That is the That's the last whisper. Last whisper.
Yeah.
The goth one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is the ship. There sadly was not time to build like a beam cannon, but we can ram things really, really fucking hard
All right.
with it. So, that's a thing.
It's a thing. We can now scream ramming speed, and it means something.
Yeah.
Ramming speed.
All airships actually can ram. If you do tell it to ram, this one can't, but the others are intelligent enough that if you tell it like ram it, it will speed up to maximum speed and just ram into things. It does 88 damage on a ram. Well, a small one does. This one does.
This thing does a colossal amount on a ram.
Would we just time that up as well?
Oh, I have done the multiplications of it. It's not quite a equivalent time up, but it
not,
works.
because that would kill gods.
Because how much is it normally?
88.
Yeah, 8d8. 1 sec. 8d8 would do. It goes up.
Regardless, as for weapons, it is equipped with 200 huge siege ballistae, piloted in a couple of gun decks at each main deck. Yeah, I looked for more rooms for it and such, like pictures, but I thought it's almost better to have imagination talk, or if anyone wants to find a picture of a room, it's probably there.
The Inheritor hits harder than this thing.
It does. That's why he stands out here.
Yeah.
Then he falls, and then we can never get him back up.
Nope.
Worst
I mean,
thing.
It's over. Like we.
It's important to remember the airship.
We did requisition the Archmages to give us another call construct. So
We do have that.
It's important to remember the.
so we can get it back once.
It's important to remember that the airship was not designed for ramming. It's just something it can do. I do not believe you specialized it in ramming people.
No, it's specialized in keeping people safe inside.
However, as it approaches and everyone is being boarded upon, there is a lot of people boarding and a lot of forces. Of course, helping guiding everyone to the correct location, helping give out orders. All of you can just almost feel this niggling feeling of there is someone helping coordinate everything here, telepathically giving out orders.
Wakagook?
He's our own battle mind trained Jedi.
In the center above the reactor, he is in like a big dark tank where he sits with like his tentacle arms out, touching all kinds of things, sort of mentally projecting things out from what is a little bit of tiny orb in the center of his place.
So it
that
is
allows him to extend his knowledge, his speech to everyone, telepathically communicating with Laurel at the helm.
As I will reveal right next to the picture, this is your forces. For the most part.
Pirates.
At the top we have the two independent units. The two created by the two that you are not under your direct command, though are helping out. Isadora's raiding fleet. And then the Leviathan. Below it, we have the actual forces you have gathered and put it in different ways. The group forces, your large armies, your commands. Note which there are various numbers of. The Volzenbrax on its own has two basic ones. The main group and then Bollard's personal group. Since it was so big I had to split it into two separate groups.
Yeah, the Empire only gets one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had House Ares engineers. Weren't those guys assholes?
They originally were. House Ares was originally the house you shut down because they had gunpowder.
Yeah, but we recruited them, remember?
Yeah, I know.
And over this time, after you reclaimed the valley, they had their own forces, their own core of engineers and gun users.
I introduced them. You might not have been told about this, but I introduced them to our manufacturing mass production guy, so they could make like mass-produced gun weapons.
Beyond this, House Floros and the forces of Alentor.
Right. I keep forgetting that.
And that's like probably the biggest force.
Remember, Alentor is like Russia. It's large but low population.
I know. I just
Russia
have
has
to
an
get.
absurdly high population.
I mean,
Low
not compared to its
population
size. Yeah.
I just need to get used to the fact that Zoe is
Mm-hmm.
Archduchess.
Then we have the forces of the dragon, which are primarily Artemis forces plus the teamings of dragons, worms, and wyverns that have been gathered. The blades and the merrymen, which, well, there's a Raphael specialty if I remember.
Yep, as seen on TV and in the arena.
The ice giants have sent their own personal court, a quite intimidating lot.
Yay, besties!
There is the Imperial forces, which is the forces directly under William's command, and then the armies of the nobility, which are the various counts and dukes who have
Their levies
pledged,
and stuff, yeah.
what they've been able to pledge, while still, of course, keeping people home enough not to start just leaving the defences completely open.
It's always that one guy who's like, I will come help when everything's finished.
Yes.
But you know, he's gonna get fucked when this is over.
Yeah, I don't remember him.
In addition, we have the single unit forces, which are single individuals who are powerful enough that, while not part of a corps, can make a major difference in their own right. Who will be joining you for this expedition. Of which we have many of these you'll recognise, all of you will. Some of these, for example, Exidel Lenador, the marvellous, magnificent mechanist.
Yeah, he's great.
He's cool.
He was the designer of the airships.
Mm-hmm.
And for example, the Kobold Saboteurs, who were also responsible for helping it grow in size.
Oh, I was the one who diplomatized them back then.
Yeah, we were gonna kill them.
Yeah, aren't you happy you let me do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Worked out
Now we have like one cannon on top of our 200,000. No, it's cute. I like it.
They are like
Great.
engineers. They can blow up bridges and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This, in simple, is a summary of your forces. At the bottom, you see the ship's name, and then 7 tokens which will represent its, well, in a sense, almost representing how much damage it can take from serious blows. Yeah, the average person's not going to do anything to it, but
Yeah, it has 100 hardness.
when if it gets seriously damaged, those tokens are basically health tokens almost for it, based on how much hit points it has, which is a lot. The average airship has like half of their token. If that. So. But yes, as you begin to summarize your forces, is there anything more you wish to do? Anyone you wish to speak to? Or anything that you want to be done before you go through the breach?
Before we turn on the jump core and land somewhere in Fairyland.
No one's entirely sure where all of this is going to land you.
Yeah, I mean,
I already
someone's
spoke-
gonna have a nasty surprise.
I already spoke to my loved ones.
You know. You guys are basically everyone Ballard knows, so
Well, we're gonna be there together, so
exactly.
I'm not gonna say bye to you. Well, I made a prayer for you, but I'm not gonna say goodbye to you. I'm gonna keep you
Precise.
alive, assholes.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
don't
saying
want you to
goodbye
die.
to
So
anyone.
it's like, I'm sorry, but
You know, you don't know
Here's where we
what
live.
I have prepared Zoe to do to save you guys.
I'd say let's go then.
There's
Guys?
nothing more.
where's everyone located?
The various forces are located somewhat scattered, though as many as possible, of course, on the airship for the ease of trying to get it around.
As much as just the player characters, really.
Ballard's probably also on the helm.
You know. Raphael's gonna have Storm Queen out.
Storm Queen is going to be with, but Crimson is going to run that for me.
Right.
I'm going to stand with the rest of the group because I imagine we are the small elite force that probably needs to run to different places to take care of shit. If I am needed somewhere, I do have wings of flying, so I can get there.
Good. Because flying is kind of, I mean, if you want to get down quickly, there is Featherfall, so you can just sort of hop, but you'll have to like climb upstairs if you can, like ladders. If
Yeah. No, I have.
It's really
I
most
have-
practical for things that can fly to be down the boarding deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I can
so
fly,
we will stay with the group. She's gonna be the
I
one to
guess,
keep you guys alive.
guess we're at the helm then.
So you guys are just kind of sitting on in the waiting room outside the helm.
No, we have like a big, massive window thing where we can.
Yes.
just,
Is,
Yeah.
is it
Here,
basically
We stand by the deck.
It's
with
like the
them.
bridge of a Star Destroyer.
Yeah.
is it basically like the deck of those massive helicarriers from the Avengers? It's just one of those, right?
By the way,
Yes.
Dark,
This is one of them
Yeah.
specifically. It's called
Um,
the Helicarrier.
so he's
Yeah.
gonna bring Ari, and I upgraded him for this.
Yes. Yeah, I assume you're bringing him. Just, you,
Maximum horsepower.
Orion does not count as part of the fleet.
Yeah, I have a lot more dudes than this, but I think these are the sort of main people.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, the point is your people are inside the group sections. They're not
that's all the other airships and the golem and whatnot.
where they're located. In arbitrary positions.
Of course, my cloaker buddy is along. I never even named him. We kind of just speak in our mind, and he never told me his name.
I gave him a name.
Did you? I asked you what his name was, and you were like, "You gotta make up the name."
I'm saying, did you want to make a name? And you're like, sure.
Oh, no, I didn't. I thought about it, and I liked him better without a name. We just communicate mentally, and then he never told me his actual name. So,
Because I had a token.
Oh, one.
I have at least the last token when we put him down here.
I mean, his name is probably something in Cloakish, which is like unpronounceable for us anyway.
However, in case you want it, there's a token.
yeah, there he is.
Where?
I wear that on my
Oh.
back 24/7.
That's fucking creepy, man. That's
Guys,
Oh,
there's a token.
that's what you have?
that is
Cuddles
creepy.
his neck.
He's a living being.
Mouth.
That's how I said that when you
Red
sense
Warden.
me with life sense, you sense two lives. It's because
Yeah.
I'm wearing him always.
Well, I didn't know he was that.
Damn.
Look like those.
He,
Close
Yeah,
to me.
I guess something that I'll say to you guys. I don't know how many of the player characters actually knew, but I'd be like, oh, by the way, just so you know, in case anything happens, my cloak is actually alive.
Well, I know you
it's
already.
actually a horrific monster from
It's a
beyond
horrific
the rim.
being from
He's called Grin Warden, but don't just let him do his thing.
Just
You know,
ignore it. Just
I-
does, yeah.
I
It's
just.
why it's always dark around me.
I know you told me not to use spells that make light in close to you, and I haven't. But I didn't know he was a cloaker. Isn't that what they are?
Yeah, he eats the
Yeah.
life out of the world, light out of the world. Yeah,
Well, actually, he's just casting.
Yeah.
It's all of
much
time.
less dramatic.
Unfortunately, Jake, when I was going through command units, since your cloak is always in your back, I don't think he can qualify as a command unit for this situation.
No, well, he is independent. Like I can tell him, go do
Yes,
this.
but at least while he's on your
Like,
back, he can
accomplish his own missions, but he's kind of weak on his own. So
Yes.
Well,
So
you
he's
all
kind
know
of-
he's like level 14. She's
I don't know.
the Bard commander. Second.
Yeah, she's not bad. Her stats aren't on here.
It's not
correctly,
what's
that's
important though.
No.
She's good because she's really, really fucking good at talking, and Laura's
Yeah.
is really, really bad at it.
And this guy's cool because I can like pounce through people because I maze them. And like darkness and permanent mirror images and shit.
By the way, Jake,
fine. Basi-
like whisper me your cool new thing.
Oh, okay.
But yes, as the as all of you stand in the helm and you watch the final people begin to board, all of you can hear the deep telepathic voice run through your mind. All over the ship. Boarding is complete. Captains on deck. Are you prepared? Are you prepared to launch?
Well,
Guess so.
fire the okay. Boot up the engines. Drive test the planet core. Let's hope this works.
Can you enhance stuff on the map?
Yes.
Do you say enhance?
Yes.
Awesome.
Don't do it for fun though.
Is it only you who can say enhance?
Yes.
When we say it,
Only me.
nothing happens.
There is a slight shudder. The entire ship just shudders slightly.
And then collapses.
It just explodes.
A,
We all die.
this feeling of magic just washes past you. As you can just hear I'm assuming this is just like a small churning sound. Initially nothing much. And then, before Laurel, all of his controls begin with the dials beginning to turn, panels beginning to just light up with alchemical lights. Everything beaming to light as the entire ship begins to not only rumble, but just almost feel empowered as the huge core manages to start powering up. It's the first time it's been used in likely a very long time. No one's too sure how it works, but it works. The ship itself has been reinforced through magic, but let's see if it's enough. Is Laura ready to push forward?
Of course, there's no stepping back now. I assume, though, William's gonna have, like, a telepathic command to everyone to basically shoot up the gates and, like, fucking fire this thing.
Mm-hmm. Grogag's communication officer,
like, below.
Grogag's communication officer is relaying William's orders throughout. As well as your orders, if you wish.
Yeah, obviously.
As it is so done, and the airship begins to fly. Small ripples being seen on the outside window. Small little tears, cracks, small flickers of light. As the gates on the land are opened, and before the ship, you begin to head through.
It's like the respawn animation for Borderlands.
Awesome.
Basically. Except now we jump into Fairyland.
As you fly through, I must request either a professional sailor or an alchemy check from Laura.
I'll do alchemy.
Laurel has a plus 50 to sailor.
Token.
As you are currently in command of the ship.
I don't see my token anywhere. Where am I?
It is not on this map right now. I can move you. I didn't know because I didn't want to move you because you guys were like updating still. So
Sure.
I've finished.
You can move me.
you can feel free to copy yourselves and put it on top of the ship if you want. Yes, as you fly through the vortex created before you.
No, I shouldn't go now.
You gonna pick me up, or should I go get him? I'll go get it then.
Yeah. I see someone tried putting down certain tokens.
I'd probably try to put down something.
Yes, you tried to put down one of your cohorts.
Yeah, because I put down put their stats on.
Here we go.
Okay, I'll just.
Oh, so you created many of yourself in the void, by the way.
Did I?
Like another one of you as well.
Oh my god!
I didn't mean to.
Space-time continuum.
Space.
It's space-time continuum. He's created multiple of himself.
Yep. That's how it'll work, right?
We take 10.
Okay. I mean, actually, even on the one, I believe you still passed.
Yeah.
Very well. As you breach through, and while it's not an easy trip, Laurel's expertise is more than enough